So with the Miami Grand Prix all done and dusted, it is time to take a look at the audience prediction scores. Now if you guys want to get involved in this audience prediction series, then make sure you catch my prediction videos on Wednesdays or a Thursday before the Grand Prix weekend, in which you can follow the instructions in that video. But without further ado, a huge congratulations goes to How Low for scoring the most points for this Miami Grand Prix weekend, opting to take one of their boosts and scoring 32 points. Sam Veg is then in a close second on 28, with Danielle B, Scott Hilland, Ritteraj and also Tom Sayer extremely close behind. But Danielle B and Scott Hilland both didn't choose one of their boosts and both scored 27. There are then a couple other people who scored 20 plus, Gerald Thomas, Cosmos 2022, Elita M, and then you get people who scored 19 like Zinka, and then Arturo Salazar scored 18. But current championship leader Evan Darcy and his rival Joshua ZA only scored 15 and 16 points respectively and are in the 21 to 30 positions table. Now just to note, you can ignore the boosts left column in this table as it will pop out NA values. It's all corrected for the seasons tables, which will come up in just a moment's time. But taking a look now at the most accurate qualifying set of predictions, that actually came from Boros Bertie, having the top three spot on: Leclerc, Sainz, then Verstappen. However, they did predict that Hamilton and Russell would be P4 and P5. But for the first time this season, Tom Sayer actually got 5 out of 5 for the race. Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez and Russell all in the correct place. And very interestingly, for the quali top 5, they just had a couple of people in the incorrect places. If they had just put Sainz in P2, then Verstappen P3 and Perez P4, it would have been spot on. This is as close to 100% that we have ever had this year. So a huge congratulations goes to Tom Sayer for an extremely accurate set of predictions. We then also had a couple of correct bold statements, just a few of the low risk ones. The 2 Mercedes will be in the top 10, there will be at least 1 safety car in this race, and then a McLaren will get into Q3. Now just a small little side note, this is a old screenshot, so Ritteraj, I have actually upped your risk to medium in line with David's prediction, which was also that there will be 1 safety car during the race. So Ritteraj, your points have been updated to a medium risk statement. There are then a couple other of the medium risk statements. There will be at least 2 DNFs and then my own. There will be 4 yellow flags in the race. As brief as they were, there were still an awful lot of yellow flags. However, there were actually a few of the high-risk statements that actually came true. It won't rain in either qualifying or the race. Now, this was always going to be a big possibility in Miami, and we actually had 2 instances of heavy rain just before the race and also just before qualifying as well. Then also for Gerald Thomas saying that both Aston Martins will be into Q2 and a points finish. That is absolutely mega and is well deserved of a high-risk statement. But taking a look now at our seasons tables, it is Joshua ZA who takes the lead from Evan Darcy, but just by 1 point, having also used 1 less boost than Evan Darcy. But Danielle B is super close behind. We've got the top 3 separated by just 2 points. We've then got an awful lot of people that are super close to that 100-point club. We've got Fee on 97, Arturo Salazar, Mika Tukkinen and Tom Sayer all on 91. Now a huge congratulations goes to absolutely everybody, and especially those that are in that top 10 table. Now that average column that is alongside the total points is the average points per round that you guys have scored for the entries that you have made. So if you haven't quite entered into all 5 of the rounds, like myself, Evan Darcy and Joshua ZA, then you can actually compare yourself against us, who have actually predicted in every single round of this season. We then have 78 individual entries into this season, which is absolutely awesome. So a big congratulations goes to everybody who has entered, and for those that are scoring points and have used quite a lot of their boosts, we've got 1 person that actually has 2 left. Just 2 remaining for this entire season. They've used 3 in 5 races. And there we go, there is a review of the audience prediction scores for the Miami Grand Prix. Now I want to give a massive shout out to Sue Dawson and Elliot Crosson for their continued support over on Patreon. If you feel like my channel is worthy of your financial support, there are a range of options that are all listed down in the description below. Any form of financial support from yourself towards me will receive a shout out at the end of the video. So once again, a huge thank you goes to Sue Dawson and Elliot Elliot Croissant for their support on Patreon. Now I just want to spend the last minute or so of this video talking about a little update regarding my life and exactly where I am in my YouTube content creation career. So as you could probably tell, I am in something a little bit smarter than I would normally wear, and that is because I've actually started a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 office job as a systems administrator for a company in my local city. Now obviously this has meant that I've now got to start commuting, I catch trains, etc, etc, and an awful lot of my day is now taken up, and I only have really the evenings free now to make YouTube videos. Now in addition to this Monday to Friday job, I've actually started a part-time master's degree for the next 2 years in order to sort of expand my knowledge and skill sets and just get better in the education field. And this is roughly about 15 hours a week, and again that takes up an awful lot of my time, so now I really only have the weekend spare, as in the evenings I want to get a lot of my master's work done. And you can quickly see that I no longer have anywhere near as much time as I used to have. It's only really on the weekends. So I'm hoping to be able to still continue some of the videos that I still produce, namely the Audience Prediction Championships, so the predictions that get released on Wednesday, Thursday before a Grand Prix, and then this video that you are watching here after the Grand Prix is finished. If I have the time, if there is a long break between races, then I should be able to get out a data analysis video, but I'm really not too sure. But maybe give it a few weeks or so to see exactly where I can find the time to hopefully be able to produce the data analysis videos, as I do really enjoy creating all of this content for you guys. But that time has very quickly disappeared. But there we go, that's just a small little update on my life and exactly where I am currently. So I do hope you can understand if videos are a little bit reduced, and it is only really this Audience Prediction Championship that is going to continue, as I know you guys really enjoy that. But that is all I've got for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video with whatever and whenever I decide to make it. I'll see you guys then.